Hi guys, Sally here, and I am making a video today on how to make cards. Just a really basic video on how to make a simple card. I got a comment from someone on YouTube asking how to do the widths and everything like that, and it's really super simple. All you need is a sheet of cardstock. This is 8.5 by 11, just plain old regular size cardstock, and you're going to need a trimmer. This one's Stampin' Up. I love their trimmer. It's awesome. It has a cutter, it has a scorer, it has an arm. It's amazing, and it has like a little storage thing on the bottom here. But this is what I use, and all you have to do to make a basic card is cut this in half. And this in half is 5.5 inches. So we're gonna line it up to 5.5 inches, and we're just gonna cut. And if you fold this in half, you'll get a card base. But what I like to do is I like to put it in here. Half of this is 4.25 inches, and I like to use my bone folder. This is an absolute must. And score it at 4.25 inches, and you're going to fold away from the score mark. So you scored it on this side, and then you're going to fold it away, and this will make the crease like super professional. And then you just use your bone folder to crease it. There you go. You have a card base, and one sheet of cardstock will get you 2 card bases. Now you can also take a sheet of cardstock and cut it this way, and you would cut it at 4.25, like that, and then you would score it and fold it at 5.5. So you're going to line it up on 5.5, make a score line, and fold it in half this way. Usually you would make a card this way just in case you were going to put, you're going to tie ribbon around it like this. See? It's kind of hard to do it when your card opens this way. If your card opens this way, you can tie the ribbon this way. Okay? Now to get the little border at the edges, you're going to take your trimmer again, and you're going to pick out a cardstock. So I have some cardstock here. You can use any size you want. You can use scrap, whatever you want. You're going to cut this down to 1/4 inch smaller border-wise on your card base. So your card base measures 5.5 by 4.25. 1/4 inch in is 4, and 1/4 inch in is 5.25. So we're going to cut this down to 4 and 5.25. Okay, and that gives us a nice frame. And you keep on going if you want to add another layer on top of this. Okay, so I have another piece of paper here. If you want to add another layer on top of this, it would be 1/4 inch into that. So this is 5.25 by 4, so this would be 5 by 3.75. So we're going to cut it at 5 and 3.75. And you don't have to keep it at 1/4. I keep it at 1/4. I think most people keep it at 1/4 for the border. But you can do it at 1/8 of an inch. You can do it 1/2 an inch, whatever you want to do. But this is basically how you make a card. Really simple, really easy. And it's the same for the card that opens this way. You can just layer it on here. It's the same dimensions. Like that. And then you can decorate it however you want it. Add some stamp images, add some ribbon, really whatever you want. You can also do this. You can make square cards, I really don't like making square cards because if you put a square card in a square envelope, it takes more to mail. I don't know why. It can't go through the machines or something at the post office. So they have to hand sort that, and it just costs more. But if you want to make a square card, basically if you wanted it 4 by 4, you would cut your cardstock at 4. And then you double 4 because it's a square, so that would be 8. So you open up your arm here and you cut it at 8. Okay, and then half of that will be 4, and we score it at 4. And then you can use your bone folder, and then you'll have a base. Same thing, 1/4 inch in would be 3.75 by 3.75 for your layer, and 1/4 inch in to that would be 3.5 by 3.5, and then you'll have a square card. I do a lot of 3 by 3 cards. These are good for, I like to put them in my Etsy orders. Every time someone orders something, or if someone orders a Stampin' Up! Order from me, they get a 3 by 3 card from me. So these are really easy. You cut them at 3 by 6 and then score it at 3, fold it in half. This layer is 2.75 by 2.75, and then I just decorated it. Really simple, really easy. As far as adhesive goes, I like a dry mono adhesive. This is Snail from Stampin' Up. Really super easy to use. You use it like whiteout. You just flip the little tab there, and you know, just put some adhesive down. I like this because it's not messy. You could also, if you're not comfortable with mono adhesive, you can use a liquid glue. This one is also by Stampin' Up. It's a Tombow Mono multi-liquid glue. And this is awesome. It's strong. It works just like any glue. It has a really thin nozzle on one side, so you know, you don't get excess everywhere. You know, like how when you're in elementary school and use Elmer's glue and it just got everywhere and it's just so messy. But it does come with a second side. It's like a bigger side. I've never used this. I think once I used it to stick down letters on a poster, but you know, it's there if you want to use it. The good thing about this glue is that if you apply it wet, it has a permanent bond. If you apply it, let it dry, it has a repositionable bond. So if you're doing scrapbooking, that's kind of a nice thing to have, is glue that you can reposition. So this is like 2 glues in one. So that's something to think about. So yeah, that is Card Making 101. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about anything, you can leave me a message on YouTube over there below the description box. If you want to buy any of these materials, I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'll link below my Stampin' Up! Website, so you can buy any of these things. And if you do order from me, you do get a 3 by 3 card from me in the mail. But hope you enjoyed it. I will see you next time. Aloha. Bye.